This is what I like to call the devil in disguise. Look at this carpet. To the left, no rubber mat. To the right, it was covered. That's where the rubber mat was. To the left is so much embedded dirt that I know is going to be difficult. So I'm giving you a look around the carpets before we clean it. This turned out to be an impossible type of carpet. If you're a detailer, you know what I'm talking about. For some perspective, this is the leather seat. This is the driver's side seat. This is the condition of the vehicle. So this is not a showroom car, and we're not going to get it to showroom quality. And there you can see that driver's seat. This is a vehicle that has transported kids ad nauseum for a long time. This is the next door that I opened, and you can see there's trash everywhere. Yes, there is trash everywhere. And then dog hair and dirt and pebbles. And what is that under there? I'm getting hungry. Oh yes, I knew I've got some turkey and some mayonnaise and some mustard. I'm gonna put some sprouts on there. Yep, I knew I was looking for that. Oh, there's a bite out of it, because that's where I put it when I put it down. What, you guys, what is going on in this car? I mean, I'm a no judgment zone type of guy, but this car is getting ridiculous. This GMC looked innocent at first. That's why I call it a devil in disguise. You know, you see it and you're like, oh, that's not bad. But you see the look on my face. I'm thinking, is this worth it? It is. And by the way, forgive the mess in the back. A lot of boxes. We're just moving into this new shop, but just showing you some of the grime on these floor mats. And there was plenty of random stuff left in this vehicle, like pens and pencils. So I'm just going to take it all out, put it in one spot. Doesn't look too bad. It almost, if I had to guess, I'd say they armor-alled this vehicle fairly often. And I'm just saying armor-all, not as a pejorative term, but just some areas looked pretty good, but then other areas looked totally neglected. So I sort of had a suspicion about the whole vehicle, just needing a good detail and being pretty well used. And so I'm just using air as my friend here. I mean, when you're doing carpets, and I like to do carpets first because in Utah it gets cold here and you want to give the carpets time to dry. So I guess I just get in the habit of doing carpets first, although some people do them last. But it's just, you can tell how embedded it is in there. That's what it is. And I'm trying to use the tip of my air compressor to really drive into these carpets because that's the agitation, right? When you think about carpet cleaning, it's chat, CHAT, chemicals, heat, agitation, and time, CHAT, chat. What do we have at our disposal here? No chemical yet, no heat yet. We have time and agitation and time. So as I sort of like blow out / vacuum / brush the carpet here, I only have a couple things at my disposal. And at this point, I kind of realized, oh man, I forgot my drill brush. We're moving stuff between the house and the shop, and I think I may have left it in my wife's trunk. It's been a few days since I did this, but so here I am, kind of surveying the rest of the vehicle here, and I'm just trying to blow it out, get as much stuff out as I can. Got the respirator on because I know how dusty and dirty it is in there. Like, I am seeing all kinds of cracks and crevices filled with stuff. Gosh, cars do just get lived in and abused and beat up. And I don't say that with any judgment. It just happens. It would happen if it were my vehicle and I had kids. And I do have kids, and I see it happen, and I don't judge it. I maybe at one point did, but now I'm like, no, this is just real people living life and wanting their, nice vehicle cleaned, and it'll feel like new again, So I have a sense of purpose as I do this. I know I'm going to make them happy. I know I'm going to feel good about myself having done something tangible with my hands. I'll make some money. And for me, it's very meditative. For me, it's a therapeutic place that I can go where the task at hand is of the utmost importance, and it works. For me, I have this task that I have to accomplish, and there's so much to do. So it's all about compressed air. It's all about using a brush. The vacuum will come next, but I'm really just trying to agitate this carpet, agitate all of the embedded soil and mystery items. This was turning out to be an incredibly tough carpet. As you can see, all this dirt is just spraying into the air. There's a lot of dirt. Just a lot of dirt. I am kicking it up with that compressed air, and I'm coughing a little bit. I'm like, dang, look at all this dirt. Right? So the end step here has to be hot water extraction in my view. But the first step is get the dry particulates out, because like nearly 80% of what's in carpets will not dissolve in water or chemicals. It needs to get out dry. It's a lot easier to do it now before you introduce any moisture at all. Just trust me, don't overthink it. Get the dry stuff out first. Pre-agitate, pre-blow with compressed air, pre-vacuum. Like, I know this seems like a lot of work. And trust me, if there's a carpet where I can kind of, do the least amount of effort and have it look the best, like sometimes in that moment, I may make that call depending on what the customer's paying for. Sometimes I over-deliver and don't charge customers, and sometimes I probably do the bare minimum, which to me probably feels like under-delivering, but I do what I say I'm going to do, which is clean their carpet. I don't promise hot water extraction anymore. I use hot water extraction where necessary, but if a carpet doesn't need hot water extraction to look good, and it's not kicking up dust like this, because most vehicle carpets don't do that, then I judge that in the moment. But it has to look clean, number one. Did I mention this car, this GMC, was a never-ending, let's just call it this. It was a receptacle for many a piece of trash. Do you see the stuff flying through the air right now? I am kicking compressed air into this vehicle, and I feel like I'm in a snow globe of dirt and debris. Like, this vehicle got me down, you guys. I was in a good place. I was like, I know how to do interiors. I've got my system down. But this one wore me down, and I don't think the customer even knew that. That's the thing, is like, how do you set an expectation with a customer when they don't even know that they have a dirty vehicle? And I ended up charging them $200 for this. It was probably, I could have charged $400 for this and been like, oh man, I've really figured out the profession to go into. I love what I do and I get paid really well. I got paid half that, $200. And to me, it was really hard work, and I appreciated the money, and it was a good day's work. But like, where could we have met in the middle? I think $325, I would have been happy. So, I think for me, I have to rethink a 3-row SUV and what that costs for an interior detail. But that's just me, the small business owner, on a journey to deliver excellent results. To be around in a year, I think, is such an amazing goal. Because in so many ways, although I want to innovate and get better all the time, I also believe that the cockroach that survives the nuclear holocaust is a little bit underrated. Like, surviving a lot of stuff happening, I think, is victory in a lot of ways. Anyway, more stuff that I found in nooks and crannies and crevices, because it never really did end. This to me is way better than the Tornador Velocity Vac. I've got that thin nozzle, that thin tip, that blowgun on the end of my compressor, and then the vacuum in the other hand. I'm obviously, the trash man today. I'm just picking up trash wherever I see it. I didn't want to fast forward any of the videos for you guys today because I just want you to see how long it takes. I'm sure people do this a lot more quickly. I'm showing you what it takes to do the job right. Not always going to be perfect, but I'd rather just fastidiously, meticulously go about the process. Even if people don't even notice the carpet, I just feel like it sets a tone and a foundation for the vehicle. A lot like on the exterior, your rims and your tires do. So I've got a pretty powerful vacuum here in my left hand, and the compressor in my right hand kind of whenever I need it. As needed, yeah, I'll just throw it in there. Again, that metal tip, I'm using it to agitate the carpet fibers and to blow out. Finding all kinds of stuff inside this vehicle. Air is life. That's what I saw someone say on Facebook once, and I don't remember who it was. I think it was on the American Detailer Garage Facebook page. I always thought that was great. I mean, once I discovered compressed air, even as a mobile detailer, although I am in my shop here, once I discovered compressed air, it just changed the way that I could detail, changed the level to which I was able to detail. I'm not going to say it made me fast, but I do believe it made me faster. And I know these are nasty carpets, so my other go-to product, Release It DS2, I just know that for these carpets, I need the most aggressive, effective, don't think critically about it, cleaner I can think of. And this is Biobreak from Bridgepoint. I've got hot water in my bottle, and I'm sure there's a better way to do this, but you do want to mix your carpet chemicals fresh. You want to mix them day of in hot water. They're going to work the best that way, folks, and just trust me, I've asked around a lot about this. Biobreak for nasty carpets, where you just know it's going to be a battle. So I give it a good shakeroonie here, and then once it's ready for prime time, the only time I'm going to use this is after I've done extensive dry soil removal, because again, I don't want to create mud in the carpet. So you see that I'm pointing to it. It's a little light I've got for paint correction, but I'm hanging it on the steering wheel because somehow I lost all my scan grip headlamps. I don't know how. They're like $90 each, and it really upsets me. But moving from mobile to shop world, I don't know. I really don't know. Everything got cleaned out, but here we are, Biobreak. This stuff's amazing. I've done some commercial, some residential carpet cleaning, and this works great for that as well. But it has enzymes. I believe it's got Citrus Solve, which is what's in the Flex product that I recommended in another video. Flex with Citrus Solve. Flex with Citrus Solve, I would say, is maybe better for nasty restaurant jobs, whereas Biobreak, I think, is just your amazing. Don't critically think about it. Pre-spray. We're gonna get there, but real quick, if you're new to Carpet World, I'm going to put a playlist in the upper right-hand corner just to kind of explain, in a lot of videos, kind of what I know about carpet cleaning. But the real long and short of it is dry soil removal. Number one, dry soil removal, as much as you can. Number two, a pre-spray, usually high pH, like Biobreak. Some dwell time, agitation, and extract with an acid rinse to leave the carpets neutral and not resoil, because if you have a high pH product in carpets, it leaves behind a sticky residue that attracts soil faster. In cars, I'm not sure customers ever notice. And that's where it comes down to, are we going to deliver quality? Are we going to deliver profitability? Can we do both? If the customer doesn't notice because they assume cars just get dirty, do you, just throw some high pH cleaner on there and not extract? It's something that is definitely worthy of debate. So the process here, you do your pre-spray, you agitate it in. You can use a Brush Pro, a drill brush, and then shortly thereafter, I just like to, put hot water in my extractor and put a product in there that will be low pH, so it will neutralize whatever is left in the carpet. The idea is you're sucking all of that high pH and all that residue and all that dirt and everything. You're just sucking it into your extractor, and at the same time you're throwing a lot of clean water mixed with your rinse agent, which is low pH. So you're trying to rinse the carpet of everything, loosen everything up, suck it up at the same time. And then because you've introduced this acidic rinse to the carpet, the idea is whatever residue is left behind, and no matter what anyone tells you, there's always going to be some residue left behind after carpet cleaning. But the idea is you want that residue as close to pH neutral as possible. I use air movers to dry the carpets quickly. Sometimes I'll use a product called Spot Stop on a very wet carpet or seat to prevent wicking, which you can see on light colored seats for sure if they're cloth. And that's basically the process. You've got your multiple steps. It involves a high pH product, agitation, hot water extraction with an acidic rinse, fast drying. And if you have spots that won't come out, you can address them as such. There are a lot of one-step spotters, like I really like Excellent Supply's end cap spot, which I've done a video about, and I'll put that up on the right-hand corner. Check it out. Apparently, I did the video before, and they sold out a product, and they're on back order now. The stuff is really good, you guys. So I like to geek out on carpet stuff. Tell me what works for you, what you think of these videos, and I'll see you guys on the next one.